Hey guys, how's it going? In this video, we're going to be doing an unboxing and I'm going to give my first impressions on the Samsung Galaxy A02s. This phone is on sale at the time of this video. I'll have links down in the description if you want to check it out for yourself. The price is around $170, which is what I personally paid for this phone. Now, this is the follow-up to the Galaxy A01, which we reviewed last year. This was Samsung's cheapest phone at $128, but now we're actually seeing quite a difference here between these two phones, having a more expensive price and a lot more features, which we're going to get into in the course of this video, like having a much larger display, having additional RAM and additional storage, having faster charging speeds, having a larger battery, a lot of spec improvements over the A01, but of course you do have to pay a little bit more money for that, so we're going to find out if it's worth that price jump. And let's go ahead and take a look at the Galaxy A02s. This phone comes in 3 different colors. We have white, blue, and this black color here. So on the top here, we have our device. Put that to the side for just a second, see what else we get here in the box. On the bottom here, we actually have a 7.5 watt charger, not the 15 watt fast charger I was expecting, because this phone can charge at 15 watts. So a little compromise there that Samsung made, unfortunately. To go with that, we have a USB Type A to Type C charging cable. We have our SIM ejection tool on the bottom of the box. We also have a little slot here with our headphones, but it is nice to see Samsung including all these accessories in the box, considering they're getting rid of a lot of them on their flagship phones. And the top here, we don't have a case included with this phone, but we do have some paperwork. We'll just flick that to the side for now. With all that out of the way, let's go ahead and check out the Galaxy A02s. So on the front here, octa-core processor. This is sporting a Snapdragon 450 processor, which we'll check out that performance in a bit. We have a triple lens camera setup we'll also get into later, and we have a very nicely sized 5,000 milliamp hour battery. I love that Samsung is bringing that larger battery capacity to all their new phones here in 2021. All right, first thing out of the box, this phone has a nice feel. I love that these cheaper phones from Samsung are getting an overall nicer feel and just an upgrade in the physical department compared to some of their previous generation phones. So the first thing you'll notice here is that there's a bit of a ridged design here on the A02s, and we have this cool little grid kind of design going on here. So it's just a nice little subtle upgrade from the previous generations. On the Galaxy A01 here, we just have just a plain black design. Also, we have a nice look here on that camera module. This actually has a very similar looking camera module to the Galaxy S20 FE. So they're taking the looks of some of their more premium higher end phones and bringing it to these budget phones, which I really like. But now taking a quick tour at the phone, on the right side, we have our power button and volume rockers, which are in a nice spot. They are pretty easy to reach. On the left side, all we have is the SIM card tray at the top here. And in this slot, we have a dual SIM setup and a micro SD card that can take up to 1 terabyte of storage. Great to see that amount of versatility here. On the top, we just have one mic. And on the bottom, we have a headphone jack, another mic, our Type C charging port, and our single bottom firing speaker. Overall, it does have a pretty decent weight to it, considering it has that 5,000 milliamp hour battery. Definitely a big difference over the Galaxy A01, which has a 3,000 milliamp hour battery and a much smaller display. We'll jump into some more comparisons after we go ahead and boot up the Galaxy A02s. All right, taking a first look here at the 6.5 inch display. This is a very good looking screen. First impressions here. We do have the teardrop design notch at the top. It isn't all too intrusive. I know people really don't like that, but it's really much better than any iPhone notch, and it's not all too much different than the hole punch cutouts. But you can see here the biggest difference is just the screen size in general from the first generation Galaxy A01. This has a 5.7 inch display. But I'm going to go ahead, download all my applications, get everything set up on this phone, use it for a while, and I'll come back with some of my first impressions on the A02s. All right, so I've been using the Galaxy A02s for a little while here, and I gotta tell you guys, initially I am impressed with this phone. So let's start off with jumping in with the facial recognition. Initially here, the facial recognition is a little spotty. Sometimes it works really quick. Sometimes it takes an extra split second to get into your phone. And of course, we have our standard pattern and pin to get into our phone. So that's another easy way to unlock. But unfortunately, there is not any fingerprint sensor anywhere to be found in the display or on the side or on the back of the phone. So we just have that facial recognition and our standard pattern and pin as far as getting into the phone. But once you're into the phone, you're greeted by this excellent 6.5-inch display. Honestly, for being a less expensive Samsung phone, these displays continue to impress me. So the first thing I did, of course, was jump into YouTube, and you'll find here that scrolling through YouTube is pretty good. This has the Snapdragon 450 processor, which is the same processor found in the Samsung Galaxy A11 that I previously reviewed on the channel. And overall, for using that for about 3 or 4 months, it's a good processor for what it is. And you can see here, just for generally scrolling, you're not going to have any lag or hiccups. We'll go ahead and take a look at that display if you're watching some YouTube content. So that gives you an idea of that notch there. It's not taking up too much of your display, and the chin on the right side really isn't all that aggressive. Honestly, for just basic media consumption and watching YouTube and stuff, this is going to be an excellent display. Jumping into Google News, again, you're going to see how easy it is to just scroll through your content similar to on the YouTube feed. It is honestly a really good experience here. You might think you're skimping out because of having a Snapdragon 450 opposed to a Snapdragon 750 or higher end processor. But honestly, just in your day-to-day average sort of use, you're really not going to have any issues at all. Jumping into your various applications, it's really going to be no problem getting through various apps, no problem at all there with navigating through the phone. Jumping into Google Maps here, you can see that scrolling through the map, it's going to be very smooth. It's honestly a good performer for the price. Next, I want to do a quick gaming test here on the Galaxy A02s to see how the gaming performance is. So we're going to jump into Stardew Valley here. This is one of my favorite games to play. I can tell right off the bat that there is a little bit less performance here compared to some of the other smartphones I've recently reviewed on the channel. But when you're going about and performing your various actions, there aren't any lag spikes or anything. There weren't any major hiccups that I noticed here in my initial testing. So for light gaming, this is going to be a phone that gets the job done. But certainly don't buy this with the mindset of playing all of the latest and greatest mobile games, especially ones that may be performance hungry. But again, just taking a look at the screen itself again, it's just honestly a great looking screen for what it is. Having a very large canvas, it's going to be great for playing your mobile games. I don't think the teardrop notch gets too much in the way, to be completely honest, and the chin on this side really isn't all that much intrusive into your display either. So honestly here, really liking the display and the decent amount of things you can do with it with the processor powering it. This has a 720p display. So yes, there may be a chance that if you put the phone really close up to you, you can maybe see some individual pixels in whatever kind of text or content you're looking at. But to be completely honest, if you're not looking at any spec sheets, if you bought this phone not even knowing what the screen resolution was, you would honestly be okay with it. When I myself first set this phone up and had the home screen come on for the first time, my honest initial reaction that just came out of my mouth was, wow, this is a nice looking screen. Now, taking a quick look at the battery life, I wanted to do a little bit of a battery test for you guys. This has a 5,000 milliamp hour battery, but watching some YouTube content here, watching an hour of YouTube, well, a little bit more than an hour, took about 11% of the battery. So honestly, that is very good battery life. That is with brightness up, that is with volume up. So you're going to be getting maybe 9 to 10 hours of YouTube watch time on this phone. And in average day-to-day use, that's going to equate to 2 to 3 days of use instead of the conventional 1 day of use that we might be used to on past generation phones. Samsung is packing bigger batteries in all of their new devices, so it's going to help you get through your day or days, or even longer than that if you're a light user. I think that's where it's going to benefit people the most, is that if you're not on your phone all day long, or you're getting this phone for somebody that isn't on their phone all the time, they're really going to benefit from that added battery. They're not going to have to worry about charging as much. It's just one less thing to worry about. And that's what we all really need, is just less things to worry about in our day-to-day lives. So I'm really happy to see some increased battery life here on the A02s. Next, I wanted to just do a quick audio test for you guys in my initial first impressions. It is not the best speaker experience in terms of the Galaxy A series. Some of the higher end A series phones, such as the A51, A71, some of those have a better sounding speaker in my opinion, but I think at the end of the day, again, it gets the job done, but I'll let you guys be the judge of that. Moving to the back now, taking a look at the triple lens camera setup here. We have a 13 megapixel primary lens, we have a 2 megapixel macro lens, and we have a 2 megapixel depth sensor. So not the highest spec camera in terms of this Galaxy A series. Taking a look at our camera options here, the standard default option is wide angle here, and then we can also zoom in. This is a digital zoom, it's not an optical zoom. On the left here, we have live focus, so we can get some blurriness around our subject to make for some nice bokeh effect shots. In our video mode here, we just have our standard video, but you can pinch to zoom if you want to, and we can shoot in 1080 30p on this phone. And then jumping over to more here, we have a pro mode, we have a panorama mode in addition to our macro lens, which is going to allow us to get really close to our subjects for some more detailed shots, but we'll definitely take a closer look at the camera here in a future video. So first impressions here of the Samsung Galaxy A02s, I'm impressed with what's being offered here for the price. For that $170 price tag, all things considered, getting a 6.5-inch display, getting 4 gigabytes of RAM and 64 gigabytes of storage, getting a 5,000 milliamp hour battery, getting 15 watt fast charging, even though we don't get a 15 watt fast charger in the box for whatever reason, it's a 7.5 watt charger. Having the Snapdragon 450 processor is great for just general tasks and just day-to-day use case. So far here, using this for about a half a day, I'm impressed with all the things that I've done with this phone. And I've also been pleasantly surprised by the build here on the A02s, especially the design here. It's nice that on these less expensive phones, Samsung is bringing some of those more premium looks to these cheaper phones so everybody can get their hands on these really cool designs. But with all that said, I'll be back in a couple days with a full review on the A02s. And in the meantime, let me know what your thoughts are on this phone down in the comments below. And if you enjoyed this video, then be sure to give it a thumbs up, and please consider subscribing to the Shane Symonds YouTube channel today, as only about 2.8% of you are actually subscribed. And there's a lot of content coming up here on the channel soon, so make sure you are subscribed, and I hope to see you guys around for the next video. Thanks so much for watching. Take care.